My name is Diwani Lois, head men's and women's center coach at Coppin State University, and this is the Coach's Corner. The season starts in February 20th. The women will play Montana State University, and then right after the 20th, both teams will go against Loyola University right there in Baltimore, Maryland, where the men will start on the 25th of February, and then the women will play the day after on the 26th of February. The outlook on this season is just as every other season. I'm always excited. I have a great group of guys and girls, very competitive, very motivated. I think I'm just as excited as they are to get the season going. This is why they came here, to compete at a high level, and I'm looking forward to a very successful season. For the past 3 seasons, we've had a fairly amount of success on the men's side. We're still getting strong on the women's side. As far as the way we pair up in the MEAC, I think we have a good shot. Some teams are a little bit tough. The guys that I have, they're very motivated, they're hungry, and they work hard. On the women's side, we're not as strong for the past 2 seasons, but I think this upcoming season we will have, I think, the strongest women's team that we've had. So I like our chances against everybody in the MEAC. Usually what I do every year, because some players get better, some players improve in the off season. What I do usually when they return is we have challenge matches where they will compete for that number 1 spot. 2 guys have been fairly consistent since they've been here. My number 1 that played last year was Oleksiy Klishuk, a very competitive player from Ukraine. And my number 2 was Daniel Nino from Colombia, very solid. I think there might be some improvement, but I'm thinking that they might just still be number 1 and 2 this year. In terms of their role in the team, for one, I look forward to leadership in everybody. I mean, we have team captains, but in terms of number 1 and number 2 players, they need that push to say, well, okay, if these guys are getting it done, then everyone else should be able to carry their own weight. On the women's side, I have a freshman. Her name is Zaliska Sunkins. Very competitive. She had a very good off season. We played some tournaments, a few matches. She surpassed all my expectations, so I'm very excited about the prospects of her coming in. I have my number 1 girl last year, Karensa Guda. She's from Suriname. She'll be starting this year. In terms of who will play 1 and 2, the criteria are the same on both teams. Though I expect a little bit change on the women's side, they all would have to compete for that number 1 and number 2 spot. And I think it's going to be very competitive.